everyone, this is Yunalia. I have some things to say. Well, for one, I want to show you my blister. So that thing right there is hell. Like, I am so serious. You can actually see where it's actually healed up from last time. I have been thinking I might get a tripod for this camera, for the Sony one, this one, just because I'm kind of tired of holding it at times, and I need to find a cheap tripod. If I buy one, I probably won't need to use another one or anything like that, or I might just go back to my original idea of sitting in a desk, or sitting away from a desk and talking. Y'all kind of like seeing me about this far. I used to have a tripod for my camera, for another little camera that I had. Little good that did, because that camera died. I've been wearing a band-aid on that blister for 2 days now. It's always been wet. It's not really healing all that well. So I think it's about time that I let it get air and get kind of a scab on it so I can start walking around again. Oh, I got some new shoes today. And yesterday, like this freakiest thing happened. These two guys, I went walking around the block, like one time, and I got tired of doing that. So I was like, well, I'll just go down to the lake and nothing will happen, you know. I'll just go around, watch the geese and the ducks and turn around and go home. So I went down to the lake and it was like really, really quiet, and there was geese grazing on the grass on a fork, and I was just like kind of crouch in the grass watching, and I didn't notice this truck pull up behind me, and these two guys stepped out. They were like older 20s to 30s, and the way they were dressed kind of freaked me out. They kind of like had tattered clothes and tattoos, and they looked like they were kind of like really rough guys, really lanky, and one of them could eat and the other one couldn't eat too, but they kind of had some muscle and some weight, but it just kind of freaked me out. They went around the edge looking around for something. I don't really know. They went to the other side of the lake, over the street, to the dam, and started looking around for something, and they came back over and they looked down at the water and checked the edges and around the sides, and it just kind of struck me as really odd, and it got really, really awkward around the lake, and really uneasy, and the geese left, the ducks left, the stork, the gray crane, the blue-gray crane that was there, came from the water and flew away. And I'm like, whoa. Okay. I need to get serious. So I kept to the far ends of the lake, of this little area. I got my phone out, and I was listening to Pandora, and I stopped it. And I immediately took my dad onto speed dial. And I would have my back to these guys. And I kept on turning around and looking over my shoulder at them, like checking where they are. I would always have my back to them and check where they are. And I would always keep the far edges. Wherever they moved, I would go to the opposite end. Like, if they were over here, I would go over here. I would always keep the same distance between us. And then, one guy, the other guy, the heavyset guy, he just they kept staring at me and looking at each other, staring at me, and then talking and all this other stuff. And it just got really, really strange. Like, it was the feeling of, maybe we can't do this. She's on edge. No. Yes. That feeling. It was a sense. And I'm just like, oh dear God. Please pray I can swim over this lake and get home. I wasn't afraid of the lake. I mean, I would swim that lake in a heartbeat if there was anything going to come after me, and I kept my eye on these guys. And I was just thinking through things like, if my phone got wet, I wouldn't give a damn. I'll get a new one. My life is more important than a death. So, it got really, 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 uneasy and really heavy. And I went out on one of the forks that was over here, and there's a fork over here. It's between this little light, this little pole right here, and there's this little over here and over here. And so I went onto the right edge, and then I stopped. I was like, wait, I shouldn't be on a fork. I should be out in the middle. So I went back, and I stood right there beside that light pole. And like the guys they were gonna come forward, and they stopped, and they paused, and they kind of turned around, they were talking, and then like joking around and such like that. They went silent, and then this other, the taller guy, he's like, you know what, let's just go. And so he's like, oh man, come on. And he's like, no, let's just go. And then that dude, the tall guy, looked like kind of his face kind of went pale. And he kind of felt different. Like something has spooked him. And he's like, no, dude, let's just go. Let's just go. Seriously, let's just go. And so the bigger, heavyset guy is like, no, dude, I mean, seriously, it's fine. Just, come on, just keep on searching, keep on searching. He's like, no, dude, let's just go. Let's go. So he walked off. He's like, you know what, fuck it, fuck you. And he's heading off to the truck. He doesn't want any part of this anymore. And so I'm still on edge. I'm really defensive, and I'm like shaking at this point, and I'm just like getting so mad, because it's either fight or flight, and I was either going to do both or one of those, and I didn't really care. So the heavyset guy, the fat guy, he kind of like looked around and casually looked at me. And I'm just like, kind of gives him a glare. And then he's just like, fuck. He turns and heads off. That truck, the dude cranks up the truck, and you can hear them arguing. Why the hell can he do this? Why? Seriously, dude, it's fine. And so he's like, no. And the tall guy backs the truck up, and they leave. And then all of a sudden, everything just went silent, and then, everything was fine. It was peaceful again, it was nice and airy, and the sun was setting. And it was gonna get dark. But I never left that truck out of my sight. I watched it head up the highway. And so, I had a nervous breakdown. I fell to my knees, and I'm just like, oh, thank God. Thank you, God. And I couldn't get up. My ankle was killing me because of the blister, and I was kind of shaking, and I was like, oh my God, that just happened. Oh my God, I was about to die. I was going to get hurt. I was going to do something. Oh my God. So I finally got myself up. I went home. I went straight home. I didn't care about anything else. I went home. The area around me felt so much lighter and so much like protective. And across the road, and I'm hobbling home. I take my shoes off because my ankle was hurting so bad, and I just didn't want to be like, held down anymore by the pain. And my neighbor scared me half to death. Hey, are you okay? And I'm like, ah! So I tell her what happened, and she immediately turns her dog around, and we head away from the road towards our neighborhood. And she doesn't leave my side until I get home. And she's like, are you okay? And I'm just like, no, I'm just really shaken and really scared, and I just want to go inside. And she's like, yeah, you should get some mace now. And I'm just like, I have some, but I don't know where it is. It's in a pink bottle. Actually, I really do have mace, but I honestly don't know where it is. It's somewhere. I think I put it back downstairs or something, or I don't know. But yeah, that scared the crap out of me. And the entire time I was thinking, I wish I had someone with me. I wish I had someone with me. I wish I had someone with me. But I had gone alone. And I always feel so much better if I had someone with me. But I have decided I won't be walking out of my neighborhood anymore because of that. I don't know what spooked the guy, but he just went pale. Just went pale as can be. He was perfectly fine and he was staring at the water and he looked back at me and then all of a sudden he just changed. Like, he just went pale. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? And he got really shaken up and he's like, no, let's just go. I'm done. No, let's just go. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm lucky. I really am lucky. It was just crazy. Oh, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Oh my god. I don't know what to say. Oh my god. Oh, church was good. Dad said he was gonna go to the farm, and then, he decided not to go because he wasn't feeling good. When I was getting my shoes at Midtown, it's a small little shopping area. It's really big, but it reminds you of like walking around at the outlets at the beach. Itch. We went to the shoe store, and me and Mom, it was buy one get one half off. So I got a pair, and Mom got one half off. And so that was good. And so then Dad was down getting his suit, and Mom thought when we left we would have to go help him buy one or something like that. We got there, and he already had a suit. And then all of a sudden I noticed he's got blood all over his jeans and his hand. And I'm like, Dad? Are you okay? You're bleeding. And he's like, oh no, I hit my finger or thumb and something in the dressing room. He took the paper towel off, and there's like this big chunk out of his knuckle. Just gone. And I'm like, oh my god, what happened? And like the salesperson, he couldn't tell us anything either. And I'm like, what is exactly in the dressing room to take a finger's flesh off? Like, if my dad is working on a car, he'll find the sharpest thing and cut himself. And he'll be like, oh, huh, okay, keep working. And blood pouring out everywhere. He literally looked like he just killed someone. He had blood all over his jeans. And I'm just like, that's not scary at all. When someone walks in, you turn around and you say, hi, you have blood all over you. He might as well be called a country ham. Because he bled out like a stuck pig. Oh, funny. I did that in the truck all the way home. And my dad cracked a smile. My mom's like, Jess, oh my gosh. But no, got some really nice shoes, and I really, really like them. Oh god, I love them. Mom likes her shoes. They're very colorful. Mine is like a pinkish, maroonish red, with gray and silver, and Mom is like silver gray and teal blue and pink and something else. They're just really, really colorful. So I was like, if we leave our shoes next to each other, there are slight differences in color and variation in size, so don't worry about it. And Mom's like, okay. So yeah. Saturday, nothing happened at all. Literally nothing happened. It was just a boring, boring day. So before Halloween, I want to make something. I don't know what I'm going to make, though. I really want to make a cloak, or I don't know what else. I just want to buy. I need to make another blanket. That's what I need to do. I need to make another blanket. Because the one I have is just shot. It's from high school. It's from like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6 years ago. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 6 years ago. 6 years ago. I made that blanket. 6 years ago. Yeah. Crazy. I didn't realize it was that old. I've kept it pretty fairly well kept. Upkept. Whatever. So I've done that. I want to lay in my bed for a moment because I'm tired and rest my head, my elbow on my nook. So that's that. And I want to make some changes to how I vlog, but it's going to take some time to get all organized and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go to the craft store tomorrow and then go to Office Depot and look around for a tripod or something and see how much they all are for Sony. Hopefully I can find, well, that's not any good. Hopefully I can find one that'll fit this thing. That would be great. So I'm gonna find one that fits this and I'll be happy and I can set it up and have it angled toward me. And I'm saying "and" a lot and I shouldn't be. I should just like stop talking when I want to say "and." So that helps me cut video into pieces and piece them together and paste them and move them down, stuff like that. Get serious. I need to stop saying "and" or and a lot. If I don't say anything, I'm just going to cut out all the blank stuff. My videos are going to be like right to the point. I've been doing it now a lot more. I've been getting straight to the point a lot more now. They've been getting cut. They're in like little slivers. I can't talk. Oh my god. I have a lisp. Like last night I was talking to a friend and I just passed out and I'm like, Blade's very active. Very, very active. My mom told me I need to finish up my story that I'm writing, put it in to some place to get it published, and I'm like, I need to finish it first and start editing it and adding things, and yeah, it's going to take a lot of time for me to do it. I mean, a writer, an author doesn't get their first book out until like a year or something. It's got a lot of work to be done in it, a lot of editing. Somewhere along the way, there's something about the whole story plot that I don't like. It's really simple, but there's other things that I can change about it and add and give in, and there's a whole lot of room in it also that I like, that I can like add stuff and interject and different times, and like it doesn't have a specific timeline. It just says, oh, this happened or that happened. It doesn't say how many days or something like that. When you're reading it, it gives you a couple of days or a week or something like that. I thought about getting a smaller vlogging camera, and I was looking at them today on the internet. I don't think I have that kind of money to spend on such a thing, so I'm just going to keep on using this camera for the time being until I can slowly get my paychecks up to par with what I want. I'm trying to like save up money in another account, and it's not that easy because I have to take so little from those from my paychecks and put into this other account, and it's not really gotten up to much. Please talk. Oh my gosh. Really sad that it hasn't gotten to the amount that I want it to be at. Because this amount is going to take me on a trip by myself someplace. But if I can't get that right amount of money that I would need, then I can't go. And I am going to be really bummed that I can't go. I might move away, take a bicycle, and just live off of biking or something like that. I don't know. It would be very interesting to bike to work and back, and it's really interesting to think about. I kind of do want to do that. I'm going to get some sleep. I'm really tired, and I'm about to pass out right now. I will see y'all again another time. Hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'm happy that I'm still here. I'll see y'all later. Bye.